Fam over.
Fam, what's good? What's good? This your boy Thao, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there. Hope everybody having a great day, great Friday. Good energy around, good love around, man. We got some good content to check out today. On y'all way in, make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure you subscribe, man. We gotta wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started. Gervais, what up? Midwest, Tamar, Soul, Museum. How everybody out there feeling today? Still a lot of crazy stuff going on out here, y'all. The world is crazy. Buddha, what up? ATX was good, fam. Enjoy that baseball game. Richie Banks. My Memphis family in here. Memphis be tapping in, man. Salute to Memphis, man. Y'all see them boys been throwing them games in the NBA. They've been throwing them games, but we know they've been throwing them games. They playing poker with the mob, the mafia. Oh my God, I ain't even know the mafia was still out here. That's crazy. So what's good? So I see you got your UConn back running. Look like it's running good too. I seen it on your page. Bang Boogie was good. Memphis in the building. Supreme. Oh my God. Welcome to another JetBlue holiday. Man, every time I see somebody say that, I just hear that whole sound in my head. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. I've been, oh my God. It's been going away, but for a minute I was falling asleep with that shit. That shit was just stuck in my head so much. I'm like, why is this keep repeating? That's how they do you, man. That's that media. That's the whole programming. For real. We got a few people in here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We finna go ahead and get it started. I know people will fall in once we start. Shoes was good, fam. I appreciate all y'all, man. Always showing love, hitting the like button for me, man. I can't express it enough, but I'm very appreciative and grateful for everybody, man, that be in the chat all the time, showing love and everything, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Dre was good, fam. Solo. Let's get it rolling.
The unnecessary pain, unfortunately, does not end there. Funding for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as SNAP, which provides food benefits to low-income families, is beginning to lapse this week in some states. If Democrats continue to hold Americans hostage, there will not be enough funds to provide SNAP benefits for more than 40 million Americans on November 1st. That is next week. Democrats are solely responsible for all of this unnecessary pain. Why are they doing it? To give taxpayer-funded health care benefits to illegal aliens, some of whom are violent criminals.
Because Trump isn't the president of the United States right now, I believe. I feel like.
So what do you think he's the president of?
I feel like he just the president of the United States hasn't been in charge of hasn't been in charge of the United States since JFK. He was the last true president of the United States.
What?
Every other president does not.
You feel like they're ran by Congress?
They ran by Israel. Since World War II, every president here has been ran by Israel. 110%. This is the United States of Israel.
Right.
That is it.
Look at that one right there.
Oh, yeah. I got you. This is the United States of Israel. It's not.
Why do Israel got so much power over us anyway, y'all? Is it like, what's going on with that? Like, We pay them, we paying for their military, we paying for their health care with our taxpaying money and all that and everything. And then we just always like, it seemed like we just like, yeah, like what they got over us, man.
The United States of America, and that's 100% true. So,
What if this is it, y'all?
I'm curious about that. Like what Israel got over us? They've been running us for a long time. It's something to it. I don't know what it is, but it's something for sure. Sweet Ann was good.
What if this is what they've been planning this whole time? What if you've been screwing around your whole life, waiting on a handout, depending on a system that's broken? If you're not part of the working class, if you're dependent on EBT and government health insurance, it's going to be a rude awakening if the shutdown never ends. In my opinion, I think that big outage the other day, I think they're getting ready to shut these stores down to where you can't go in them anyways. I mean, you know, Amazon, they show up right to your door. You can DoorDash stuff. Or, I mean, if you do go in the stores, it's going to be self-checkout and it's going to be Face ID. If you stole before, you're not going to be able to buy nothing. I don't really like talking politics, but man, something has to happen. Everything's so expensive. A crash has to happen. It's inevitable. They always said what goes up must come down.
I hope, man. I'm not ready for a crash, man. I don't even feel like going through all that bullshit ass energy and everything, but he about right. It seemed like it's go happen eventually. I don't know, but I hope it don't somehow, some way. Diane was good. And you said Israel got a lot of dirt on the higher ups. Okay. I can see that. I can believe that. They must got a dirt going back from a long time because they didn't have they hand in our pockets for a long time.
A pilot and pedestrian were injured after a small aircraft landed on a soccer field at a park in Southern California. Pieces of the plane broke off when it hit the ground, including the propeller, which hit a pedestrian. The severity of the injuries was not clear, but police say both the pilot and pedestrian are expected to be okay. Officials are still investigating the cause of the crash.
Plane still going down, y'all. This was yesterday. Well, no, not yesterday. A couple of days ago, the 21st. California landed at a park on the field. Like, what is going on, man? Another crash. How is all these, like, I don't understand it, man. These planes still going down. Like, what? This shit is crazy. Let's keep it going. Jazzy, what's good?
I know what everybody's going to say, all right, or some people, that these are all for Christmas, okay?
Hey, you say, Bang Boogie say, you straight out? You still getting on one? Hey, I done turned down a few opportunities to get on one because I'm kind of annoyed right now. I'm like, nah, I ain't even finna jump on no plane right now. But that I hate to say it, and I hate to be like this, but if it's for the right fee, you know, if I'm going, if it's worth it, I'll hop on it for real. And I hate to be like that, but caught up in this system, got to make them ends meet. You feel me?
But I don't think they are, all right? I don't think they are. I think it's about to go down, y'all, for real. People ain't got money for Christmas. These are all set up. Look at all the cameras, everything. These are going to be classification centers. Look, they hardly got, I know that's the garden center, but it's all cleared out pretty much in there. I've been telling y'all, wolves in sheep's clothing, all right? And listen, man, I feel it in my bones. It's about to go down. I told y'all about dynamic or kinetic architecture to where they can flip it, turn it into something else real quick. You see these notched out places? All right, notch those out, I mean, this is going to be like lines. This is going to be like classification centers.
Hey, what y'all think about this? Like, I done seen a lot of videos of people talking about Walmart's gonna be turning into like, I don't know, FEMA camps or something. If it's crazy, because if you do look at the structure and how the Walmarts are built up and everything, it do look like they can turn into some type of facility. You know what I'm saying? It do look like how they got the fence around it and how the windows and everything. It look like it could turn into damn near a holding facility or something. I don't know, but I don't know, man. Gen S was good.
And in the smaller cities, the rural areas, Dollar Generals popping up everywhere. This is another example. All right. They build these notches in there. There's an awning. There's these notches for what? Man, I've been to prison. I know what classification centers look like. All right. They can flip that into one so quick. So quick. It's got a kitchen. It's got a chow hall, medical, everything. Everything. They got everything right here. And I believe underground tunnels, and they all have an American flag, like a military base. And they've recently redid the lighting. They use that as a form of psychological torture. They even use the colors that they use for a certain reason, because it does certain things to your mind. It's never dark. They may turn a few lights off at night, but there's always floodlights on, so it never gets dark. So they disturb your sleep. They disturb everything. Now, I'm telling you, it hit me hard last night. I mean, bam. I was like, ooh. And listen, man, I'm here right now getting a few last minute things. There's no windows in Walmart's, nothing. All right. Listen, man, y'all please be ready, okay? And these big, huge warehouses that they built over the past 5 years, huge, sitting off the highway empty.
They are saying this is 3-Eye Atlas, y'all. This is what's supposedly supposed to be headed towards Earth very, very soon. This right here. Allegedly 3-Eye Atlas. Now, if this is 3-Eye Atlas, we might be fucked. Because what the fuck is that? Nigga, that look like a damn galaxy, fool. And that very well could be a ship. So, let's say this is 3-Eye Atlas. A real photo. What do y'all think that is? All I'm saying is, if this is really 3-Eye Atlas, a real picture, we might be fucked.
I don't believe it's a real picture. I feel like it's another little NASA play type thing. They just threw it out there and it's like, yeah, this is what's on its way. I don't believe it, man. Like, I don't know, but hey, it might make me a believer eventually. I don't know, but I just got my doubts about this whole 3-Eye Atlas thing, man. They've been talking about it like crazy. It's so big on the internet right now and everything. Everybody, 3-Eye Atlas, 3-Eye Atlas. Like, I don't know, man.
NASA activated the planetary defense system.
Did they?
They said it's just an exercise, but I mean, the timing's kind of weird. The system's never been activated before because of an interstellar object. And so they said they were doing it out of abundance of caution because of how mysterious it is acting.
How could they do that in a government shutdown when they can't even release the photos that they took? That's weird. I think it would take a lot more people to activate a planetary defense system than to release some photos that a satellite took.
Yeah, man. Weird stuff. Weird stuff. They saw something in those pictures they didn't like. And yeah, they're using that government shutdown as an excuse.
Did you see?
So NASA released a planetary defense system. I didn't know about that. That don't sound too, I don't know. Elaine, salute to Elaine in the building. Appreciate you, Elaine. Good seeing you.
See what NASA is quietly trying to do? NASA quietly deploys a planetary defense tool What? Against an interstellar object that shows odd light behavior? We're talking about 3i Atlas, and we're talking about how NASA is trying to set up defense systems. Actually, they're already in place. The United Nations is tracking 3i Atlas, the supposed comet. It's not a comet, by the way. This is a interdimensional spacecraft, and they're worried about how you're going to react in the future when this becomes a reality, a physical reality, when we're ready. And now this endorsed group is focused on planetary defense against near-Earth objects. The International Asteroid Warning Network is working along these endorsed groups to study the impact of Earth-directed components. 3i Atlas is the first interstellar object ever to be added to the list of triggering worldwide drills aimed at improving the detection skills for space rocks and preparing Earth for a potential incoming threat.
I think this all just a play, y'all. I think this all a play just to scare the shit out of people and to gain control. I think people like some people gonna be scared as hell. Like, oh man, we about to get hit by an asteroid or a big spacecraft and to come towards us and all this. And then y'all know they got the Project BB. They gonna put it in the sky and everything. People gonna go crazy. And then that's when they gonna come like, yeah, we need one government, one world. We all united. We need to come together. And that's the, shit. They got full control. I swear.
There's your news headline. When we have these large solar eruptions that happen, they have to cover it. And so they're going to deem it to the public as a threat. They're already trying to program you to view things as a threat. And yes, 3i Atlas has unusual qualities to it and features. It is not typical behavior of a comet because it's not a comet. I have a 10-part series that tells you exactly what 3i Atlas is, who is on board, what the mission is, and what the next steps are going to be. They're going to be...
How they know what's on board of the 3i Atlas? How they know what's on there? That's what I want to know. Like, how do they know what's really on there? For real, baby cakes was good.
Running special training exercises November 27th, so Thanksgiving in America, to January 27th, 2026. Meaning they're going to monitor the shit out of 3i Atlas because they know exactly what it is. And remember, this is endorsed by the United Nations. Plus more. They even go on to talk about the current government shutdown that is not showing these NASA imageries. NASA is not launching rockets. UAPs are going to be involved with this programming that they're trying to do right now. They want everybody's eyes to be to the skies. Let the scientists do what they want to do. They have to discover it themselves because the government's not going to take out all of their secrets all at once. So it's in the civilian hands. What are you guys going to do with information? It's going to be the closest path to Earth in December. And then they're finally hinting down below that this could have been sent by an intelligence, a non-human intelligence, aka aliens, interdimensional beings, whatever you want to call them. It's opening the door for the public. NASA is scrambling because scientists are blowing the whistle on strange things that they just can't unsee. And as it passed closest to Mars on October 3rd, they got all of the images back, and the scientists cannot deny what this object is. So yet again, they're talking about it being coated in nickel and it glowing green. Yes, some of the crafts do glow green. Yes, they do. It's a data monitoring system, and there are beings that are on board, multi-dimensional beings. So they're different dimensions that are stacked on stacked on stacked, but physically on board there are synthetic grays. They use them as like worker bees to do the third dimensional work. There's your...
So it's synthetic grays on board of the 3i Atlas, y'all. It's synthetic grays, or is it the big black aliens? Like what's on there? Is it just a comet? Is it an asteroid? Like what's on this, man? Like I'm so tired of hearing about this 3-eye atlas shit, man. And then just think about it. A few months down the line, years down the line, we ain't gonna hear nothing else about it. We gonna be taught in about a year. We all gonna be like, "What happened to that 3-eye atlas shit, man? They ain't said nothing else about it." She gonna be swept right under the rug.
Or alien disclosure of the day. Make sure you repost this because NASA is not going to quietly do this. We're going to talk about this because creating defense tools that are aimed at extraterrestrial interdimensional beings that do not mean any harm just to create a fear agenda so they can control the mass populations and continuously siphon the energy off of you. I'm ready for it. So, what do you guys think of this?
Now, if it do land, if it do come and there's some aliens on there and they like, hey, we just want to stop by and see what's up with y'all, whatever, then I'll get on here and I'll apologize and everything. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I just can't believe it, man. It's just hard for me to believe it, man. For real. Salute to everybody in the building. Big Vince, what up, fam? Make sure I hit that like button, keep the algorithm jumping, y'all. Let's keep it going, man. That's why I be always saying you got to protect your peace when watching these videos, man. Don't be watching these videos and then, like, you know, lowering your vibration and getting down and everything. Some people, they'll watch this shit and they instantly start feeling that type of way. Like, oh, my God. Motherfucking alien shit finna hit America and mess up their whole vibe. Every day they thinking about this big old alien shit finna touch down and hit us or something. You know, I don't know. Whatever. But stay on way, man. They'll throw you off with all this old goofy shit.
I don't think that things are going to happen the way that everybody says they're going to happen. I think people are online saying that Jesus is coming back and that, you know, there's going to be like this deception where, you know, these aliens come in and they say that they created us and, you know, that's going to be the deception, or somebody else has some other idea of what it's going to be. And I know that the Bible says that even the elect would be deceived if that was possible. And I was praying the other day and I really feel like God told me that it's going to be so deceptive that nobody's going to see it coming. That it's going to be like Order 66 on Star Wars. If you guys know what I mean about that. Like the Jedi had intuition just like we as Christians have the Holy Spirit. And they didn't see it coming. I mean, it completely just, you know, happened. And even Yoda didn't know it was coming until right before they were about to kill him. So I think it's going to be that deceptive that so many people are not going to see it coming. So
I believe that. Like, I definitely believe if something do happen, it's definitely going to be deceptive. We ain't going to be able to see it. It's just going to happen. For sure.
Talk that we're doing now,
they might try to cover it. They might send little shit out here just to cover it up and throw us off and everything, but we ain't gonna see it all the way coming, like clearly.
You know, is speculation and it's helpful for Christians, but I think that we shouldn't relax and think, oh, you know, that's going to be what it is. So, you know, as long as I know that, you know, then I won't be deceived because then we stop looking. And I think that we should always keep our eyes open and keep looking because the deception is going to be like way more slick than this. All right, guys, let me know what you think, if you agree or if you disagree in the comments. Thanks.
Hey, yeah, Supreme, I seen that. You're always ahead of the game. You would say something in the comments and then the video will pop up right about the shit. I seen that for sure. Felicia was good. Come on, now. What's up with that music? If she don't go with that, man. Oh, and they was finna play that music to the end. Hell no.
This guy, this is not a real video. And even though some of them may even know that this ain't no real video, they just want an excuse to attack us. They know like there's a whole epidemic of black people minding their business. We don't even involve ourselves in this type of stuff. But now that they got AI, they're going to force imagery out there to make it seem like we want smoke with law enforcement.
Caption, which is completely made up. I swear.
Hey, before he get into this video, what's up, darling? I've been said, like, with this AI, they gonna be able to do shit like this type of shit. They gonna be able to frame people and do all type of shit and everything. They already been doing it. Y'all remember like one of them old videos we seen like a while back of how in Chicago they'll be putting on these suits, these masks and everything, and they look like they look like a black person or a whole different type of person, and they're going to these communities and do some shit and everything. You would think somebody did something. They ain't even the whole time. It's somebody just acting, playing, and shit crazy. And then with this AI, this technology, man, oh my God. Ain't no telling what they gonna be able to do. They'll put your face on some shit. You be like, man, I want there. They'll be like, yeah, this you right here. You on this video, right? You be like, hell no, that ain't me, man. I want there, man. Go get crazy.
We're on the way. Word on the streets, cartels put a $50,000 bounty on y'all.
Let's let these hoes on my dick, cause I'm fly like a jet. They gon' be surprised when they see I made this beat, baby T for Kanye West. As long as the whole outside with the do shit never.
This is AI. This is a real person that they're using his image, but and transformed it into an AI image, yo.
The one person in the comments called out DHS for posting a fake video. Someone stole his video and edited it. I found the original. It's to Iran from June 22nd. It's a completely different caption and patriotic at that. You seen what we can do. There. Don't say something that you can't finish, Iran. We already united we stand. We want all the smoke.
So therefore, this young brother is in danger. It's not so long until it can happen to you at home.
So they took one of his videos that he responded to the Iran and Israel shit, and they made it seem like AI'd it. It made it seem like he was responding to Trump sending troops into Chicago or whatever and all that. Man, that's what I'm saying. That's wild.
Which is a weird TikTok video, but this is just his content. It's like patriotic, unserious stuff.
The Homeland Security video, which is a TikTok video, they've actually changed the caption on the video. The original TikTok video has a completely different caption that's not about ICE at all. It's about Iran. They even changed the music. That's how you know it was re-edited, because the musical track on the clip is different. The caption is completely different. And they've essentially used this young man's video in order to create a fake appearance, a fake threat against ICE from young black men. So they've weaponized anti-blackness. They've weaponized a lie that these federal agents are being threatened and that there's a bounty on their heads, which they've apparently made up. And they're using anti-blackness in order to create this fake sense of threat.
And of course
they could start sending pictures of you or video of you, sending it to your wife or sending it to your husband and having you in compromised positions and titling it as you cheating. They could send false images to your boss at work. They could send videos of you robbing somebody.
It's crazy because I didn't watch movies a long time ago, like showing this type of stuff. So if just think about it, if they showing it now and saying like, yeah, they can do this stuff now, and you know what I'm saying, we learning like, oh, they can do this stuff. Just think about how long they've been doing it. Just think about that, because with a lot of this technology, it's just now getting introduced to us, but they've been had this shit. Like this AI, all this shit and everything that's out right now and going so it's tough, like so big right now. They probably been using AI a long time ago. They probably was using AI when that shit happened back when them, you know, that shit happened in New York when them towers went down. They probably was using AI way back then, probably before that. I don't know though, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment purposes only.
They could do anything when it comes down to this AI. There must be some laws in place that to protect people. Share this video, like it, and get it out there, y'all. This is important.
There's a conspiracy theory that claims that we're already dead, and the evidence comes from science. There are two things that are documented to happen when someone clinically dies. The first is that your entire life will flash before your eyes, and the second is that your brain keeps working 7 minutes after your body is gone. And we've literally recorded the brain still firing after death, actively creating memories. So for 7 minutes, we're in this like dreamlike state where we're reliving our entire life. And according to this guy you may have heard of, Albert Einstein, time is relative. But what does that actually mean? This is suggesting that 7 minutes in the real world could feel like 100 years in the dream state. Kind of like when you fall asleep, you dream an entire movie, then wake up 5 minutes later. Now here's where it gets weird. Some people believe that we all died in 2012. That's when the Mayan calendar predicted the end of the world. And remember, this is all just for fun, and this is just a conspiracy theory. This theory suggests that instead of an apocalypse, we collectively slipped into this 7-minute brain echo. And this right here, right now, is our dream. This is us reliving our memories. And little time glitches, little weird things like the Mandela effects, or like deja vu, or feeling like the world.
Why did the most secure phone in the world suddenly vanish? In 2011, governments were terrified of one.
I hope we all ain't, dead. That's a crazy conspiracy. Sweet, yeah, it was good.
One thing, BlackBerry Messenger. It was encrypted, untraceable, and uncontrollable. Rioters in London used it to organize in secret. The UK government begged BlackBerry to hand over private chats. BlackBerry's answer? We'll help the feds if they ask, through the right channels. Translation? They weren't playing ball. Not like Apple, not like Google. And just like that, the shutdown began. First, the media turned on them. Then app developers ghosted them. And finally, the public was told it was outdated. But was it really about innovation or control? A phone that couldn't be tracked, monitored, or manipulated? That's not a bug. That's a threat to the very system that wants to watch your every move. So ask yourself, if BlackBerry gave us privacy they couldn't break, was that the real reason they had to bury it? You be the judge.
That's why they got rid of the BlackBerry, y'all. The BlackBerry had encrypted text messages and everything. The government, they couldn't really get in. They couldn't trace and hack and tap them. And then I seen the video when they said, like, I guess the law enforcement, like the FBI people, they want to do a deal with them, like saying, like, hey, if we come to y'all give us some information on some of this, and they declined. They're like, no, we don't want to do that. I mean, unless it's like in the right terms or something. I don't know, but that might be a reason why the BlackBerry just went away, because the BlackBerry was a good. I had a BlackBerry. The BlackBerry was a great phone, man. The BlackBerry was like, really, it was like the top. It was rolling. That would have been like the best phone out here. And then it just disappeared. The iPhone took over.
If you're awake, you already know what to do. Hit the link in our bio and join our free underground newsletter.
If you never wanted to go to the military, this video right here might make you want to go. Because I'm not going to lie, it had me looking like, man. Bruh, look at this shit. This is real, y'all. This is not a game. Even though it looked like it. Make you want.
Oh, that's the headset that they got. The military been had that. You ain't gotta believe me, but you can ask somebody that's probably been to the military, but they been had like goggles that can, infrared goggles that can see through shit and all that. They been had that. They probably just now just introducing it and putting it out in the public, but they been had this.
Go play Call of Duty or Battlefield 6. Look at this shit, y'all. Watch. The helmet can see through the fucking wall. Nigga, I'm like, you can see through the wall now, fool? Let the recruiter come to me in high school and show me this. Nigga, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm signing up. What the fuck do I sign up?
visualize a can of Budweiser beer sitting on that desk. Sure enough, it would appear on that desk, and the guy could drink it and it didn't poison him.
But one of the weirdest things they noticed is that he could determine what time he wanted the thing to materialize.
He might concentrate at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The can of beer might appear 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. By 1981, we had a working time portal.
Which leads us to August 5th, 1983, where orders were given to turn on the Montauk chair with Duncan in it and just leave it on, running continuously. And they just wanted to see what, if anything, would happen. So researchers, they followed the orders. Nothing out of the ordinary occurred. That is until 7 days later on August 12th, when a time portal opened up, and at the other end of this portal, they could see the actual USS Eldridge, the ship used 40 years prior during the Philadelphia experiment. And on the ship, they actually saw a second version of Duncan Edwards, the psychic they were using to avoid any time paradoxes. They actually had to hide the present day version of Duncan from visible sight. And here's what Preston Nichols said recalling this event. Things got so out of control, the contingency program was activated by someone approaching Duncan while he was in the chair and simply whispering the command, "The time is now." At this moment, Duncan let loose a monster from his subconscious, and the transmitter actually portrayed a hairy monster in real life. It was big, hairy, hungry, and nasty. It would eat anything it could find, and it smashed everything in sight. And the only way to get rid of the beast was to try to figure out how to cut the power to the chair. That way the chair would be turned off and hopefully this monster would disappear. So what they had to do is they had to go and cut the power line to the entire base, and when they finally got the power off, the monster and the madness seemingly stopped right then and there. After this incident, the project was terminated and all the researchers were debriefed, and using MK Ultra tactics, a lot of their memories of this incident and the entire project itself were wiped. The whistleblowers who have come forward today, they're coming forward because certain things that they happen to see or experience reminds them of their time there, and then memories start flooding back to them. But the story doesn't end there. 3 years after this incident occurred, someone went back and started snapping photos of the abandoned base. And in 1986, this photo right here was snapped. The person who snapped this photo claims that when they snapped it, that beast was definitely not there. As you can see, the monster created out of thought, the children being trained up as psychics, opening up portals to alternate dimensions. These are all running themes baked into the show Stranger Things. And what's funny is the original working title of the show before it was released to the public was actually Montauk. But if you thought this story was mind-bending, just wait until you see this one right here, about a 9,000-year-old stone with a flying saucer carved into it.
For some reason, I believe it, y'all. Like, I don't know what it is, but that story right there, I kind of believe that. For real. I'm pretty sure they figured out ways to create a portal, and they said that was back. They said that was in 1981. So just imagine, man. Let me ask y'all. Let me ask the chat right now. Let me ask y'all. I should put a poll up, but no, I ain't gonna put no poll up. Do y'all think? And this is a real question. I just y'all want y'all honest opinions. Do y'all really think time travel is this? Do y'all really think it's something, a machine or something that they got to where they can go back in time or go in the future in time? Anything? What y'all think? Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me go ahead and play this. Look, this that star I be seeing. Now they saying that it's something. It ain't no star. Now they saying it's something else. They saying it's a UFO. Remember that the star I took a picture of? It's on my picture. I got a video. I mean, on my channel, I got a video of it. Like that star that be changing colors and pulsating and everything, always out there. Some people like that's the North Star and all this, or something else. Or they said it was a planet or something, or whatever. I don't know, but it's always out there. That's what it be looking like. That's crazy. Now they saying it's a UFO. Well, this video saying it is. This shit crazy. Let's keep it going, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping.
Make you procrastinate and never let you finish anything in life. Number 1 is Belphegor, the demon of sloth. Belphegor thrives on laziness and apathy is the highest level of confusion. He whispers in your mind, there's no need to rush, convincing you that taking a break will solve everything. His influence is very subtle. At first, you feel like you're just resting, but soon enough, you've wasted hours. And if you catch yourself thinking, I'll do this later, it's probably Belphegor at work. Number 2 is Asmodeus, the demon of lust. Asmodeus is a seducer of instant gratification. He draws you away from your responsibilities and tempts you into indulging in whatever brings you the quickest pleasure. Whether it's social media, video games, food, or anything else that distracts you and takes you away from the task at hand.
That motherfucker must, what's his name? Asmodeus or whatever. He might have been fucking with me before. That sounds like some shit right there. Asmodeus.
The voice inside of your head saying, just one more episode. Number 3 is Ashtaroth, the demon of despair. Ashtaroth is a demon that preys on your self-doubt and fear of failure. His presence makes you feel overwhelmed by the task ahead and convinces you that you are not good enough to succeed. He'll make you freeze with anxiety and think, there's no way I can do this perfectly, so why should I even try?
Yeah, I ain't met him. I'm motherfucker.
If you are or have been suffering with procrastination in your business, personally, or even in your love life, 2025 is still your year of progress. If you're gifted but stuck, if you've delayed your business, your health, your marriage, or your next level of growth, this year is your year of progress. You don't have to be in misery anymore. But I'm only talking to people who are serious. If you are seriously working on trying to get better in life, go to the link in my bio right now and get the ebook, The War on Procrastination. I show you exactly how to break free from Belphegor, Asmodeus, and Ashtaroth so you can finally finish what you start. If you didn't know, now you know.
You know, Genesis 6 happening today. Is that what you're talking about? The idea of like mingling of seeds?
This is why bloodlines in these families are guarded. They actually matter. Most of us are raised in a culture where it's irrelevant who your dad is beyond what's on your last name when you fill out forms. That's Western American culture. The families guard their covenant of their seed line because they have a ranking structure within a actual hierarchy. They physically sit on a big family tree on a branch that's their rights. They're patriarchal or matriarchal. Some are children of motherhoods and others are children of fatherhoods. And they have different ways of operating and following. There's mothers of darkness, which comes down through a very different sectarian line that's often associated with Azazel and Baphomet and this kind of stuff. And then or dragon worship. Then there's patriarchal ones where they're just following down the father's lineage. So the mothers of the fallen, the mothers of darkness and dragons, they look after their children and custodians. This is what's called a familiar spirit, family spirit. But there is a physical right that a child who comes from the actual bloodline of these nobility has to interact with them that outsiders do not have. This is why certain people can enter a secret society and be advanced in rank and elevated at an extremely rapid pace, because they physically have proofing in their bloodline that they've gone through heraldic proofing to verify they have claim to this specific individual. Without that, you're not going to be granted access to these higher rituals. These rituals require you to be able to produce blood that has that seed in it. My contention is that seed, more often than not, is a marker in the spiritual realm that unlocks the doors to these spirits to have access to your life.
Hey, that's facts. Bloodlines definitely is facts. You come up under one of those bloodlines, you gonna have access to a lot of shit, and it's proven. I mean, that's right there. That's proven. We already know the deal with that, and they still out here. Jeanette, what's good? Romel, what up? And as far as like those demons and everything that my man was talking about, the video that was before the last one, like I feel like everything is all just within you. You know what I'm saying? It's all like mental. It's all about your thoughts and everything. You can overcome anything, man. Like if you thinking positive and you believe in yourself and you know what I'm saying, putting just good shit out into the universe, then good shit go happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. That's just how I believe, you know, things would work out and everything. Cause like you can overcome anything, man. For real. You just gotta be positive, man. Stay on wave. Stay on wave.
Shit about nothing outside of, we didn't even know it was life outside of Earth. Now we here today talking about what we doing on other planets and what goes on in other dimensions and galaxies and how that's a real thing. Yes, it's a real thing. There's more life out here than you could ever dream of. There's more life out here than you could ever dream of. You hear me? Even when people see giant snakes, they don't be lying, man. When I hear the stories like I said earlier, somebody reported seeing a snake like 125 feet, and people was in the comments. I was
What's up, mama?
thinking the person lying. And I'm like, so a 125-foot snake is big to you? Yeah, that's big to us. But if you understand what we come from, snakes got way bigger than that. Our animals got way bigger than that. Why? Why was our animals getting so big? Maybe we was bigger than that, obviously. Why the fuck the tree? So if a mountain is a tree stump, which it is, then how big you think we were? Actually, that makes sense. You be like, hold on, well, if the mountains are actually tree stumps, that means them trees was big as fuck. So how fucking big was us? Okay, well, if we had to be big enough to match up with them trees somehow, so that would make sense to why they find these big ass bones of us. It kind of makes, actually makes it make sense. If you got you like, hold on, well, actually that would make sense now. Oh, so when people do say they saw this giant bear, this giant snake, you hear a lot of giant snake stories, right?
Right.
And they'll write that shit off to make you think it's not real, because if they let you know about anything giant, it's gonna take you back to them states.
Moni, what
you hear
up?
stories about megalodon, sharks that big. That ain't no fucking myth. Nigga, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand how big we naturally are in our state without all the radiation poisoning. We different, we a different color, we vibrate at a way higher frequency, so we more powerful. The whole shape of your house is designed to keep you shriveled up. You know what I'm saying? This is why they don't even let us go on all parts of the land. This is why they don't even let us go on all parts of the land. It's all about keeping us boxed in. Not just physically boxed in, but mentally too. Keeping your ass in. So does the story roll out. Hey, we seen a giant snake in the Congo. They be on it there. Well, really, snakes only get about 30 to 40 foot big. And that's even huge. So we doubt it was really that big. They be quick to, because they can't let you touch. That's all part of our ancient world. That's our ancient world. Big snakes, big ass sharks, big ass trees, a whole forest, us being big as shit, two big ass suns. All that come from the ancient world. So anything dealing with our ancient natural world, they gonna run you away from it. Nope, that's a lie. They ain't see no giant snake.
Hey, man, free Rashad Jamal, man. He was giving us so much game. Like everything he was talking about, and like the energy he was putting out into the universe. I definitely think he part of that whole. He was framed, man. So he can slow down. So they're like, man, oh, he talking too much. He giving out too much game. We got to slow his ass down. For real. Cusp of exposure. He said we shall overcome. Right. We definitely will. Somehow, some way, we will win in the end. For real.
As you can see, other countries have started this digital ID, and people keep saying, man, what are you scared of? The digital ID. You see these kids? This is what I'm scared of. This can happen if we keep letting them, all in our business and stuff, of course.
Entry denied. You have criticized the government.
Sorry, last week you purchased too much meat and now your access to your money has been denied.
You haven't let the government know about this trip, and your access is denied.
You have gone over your carbon credit allowance of food this week, and your access to food has been denied.
Man, you know how many people would be crushed hearing that type of shit? Like, man, you know how many, like, just, oh my God, man. Crushed. Your whole soul, everything on the inside of you. You try to go in somewhere, oh, you've been denied. You used all your credits for this month. You cannot come in. Like, what? Like, you like, oh my God. Just, man, that shit crazy.
A day in the life of UK school children 2035 with digital ID. You have gone over your electricity allowance this week, and your access is denied.
What?
You have gone over your weekly travel limit, and your access is denied.
This is a normal day in the life of Chinese school children. Biometric scans using facial recognition to enter the school premises and begin the school day. This seems like something out of a dystopian sci-fi film, but for Chinese school kids, this is an everyday reality. Again, another face scanner to pay for lunch using Alipay's One Face Pass to scan the child's face and deduct funds from the parent's account. If we do not resist digital ID here in the UK, this will be the way of life for future generations.
So it's already going on over there in China. They're trying to introduce it to UK. Well, I guess they're rolling it out right now in the UK. That's why it's so much like backlash and everybody protesting. But it's just a matter, if they're doing it in all these different places and they rolling it out in all these different places, it's just a matter of time before they get over here with that bullshit, man. For real.
This can happen in the mark of the beast as well, because it's only going to get further. Fuck your phone. But this, when can you have privacy? You're supposed to, we don't have speech for real. You're getting in trouble for that. So the whole point of how invaded is our privacy, that is my issue. I'm not worried about having an ID. I'd rather just have the plastic. But once you start putting everything into one category, yeah, they all in your business, man. You want people to be in your business. I know people say they don't have nothing to hide, but why do you have to be in my business? That's my point. I don't have anything to hide. But what the hell do you need to know for? I like my privacy. I like being alone. Even in my own relationship, I like being my own privacy. So why the fuck do the government know more than my damn wife? Digital ID could be the ending. I'm not with that. Y'all comment below if y'all think that's cool. I'm not with all this flock camera and technology and everything. Like I say, I love technology, you know, to help you walk and, you know, give you extra limb and all this shit. But once we start digital, you know what I'm saying, ID, like the world is going, because all we're going to do is follow. It seems like it's easier. They're going to push that it's easier and it's more convenient. But at the end of the day, look what it's doing. Your privacy. Everything is gone, bro. You can't do nothing. You can't hide no money. They need to know it all. If y'all with that, y'all comment below. If y'all with this lifestyle that we're moving towards, let me know, because I ain't with it. But this is what it was, brother. Let me tell you something. Cheerio.
Access is denied. You have gone over your weekly travel limit, and your access is denied.
Look at all these robots at my job. So many of them. All these robots in here.
This shit crazy because it's happening right before our eyes. I know a lot of people are like, no, it ain't. We got time before it like happen, but look, y'all, this shit is happening right now. Look at all these damn robots up in this Amazon little warehouse. In a minute, like, it's gonna get swapped out. It's gonna be all robots in that motherfucker. Ain't gonna be no humans in there recording.
I'm sick of it too, because it makes our job way harder. Look at all these.
Wow.
See?
That's crazy work.
So today, I'm really excited to introduce you to Amazon Delivery Glasses, a wearable companion we've designed specifically for delivery associates. The smart glasses use computer vision and AI technology built by our team to to display real-time navigation and delivery instructions directly in the driver's field of vision. With this technology, drivers can confirm the right package they need to deliver before leaving their van and seamlessly capture proof of delivery photos at customer doorsteps. The glasses provide turn-by-turn navigation, guiding drivers to the exact delivery location without them having to repeatedly check a separate device.
This right here, just to get rid of your phone. This right here is more control. They go like, yeah, put these glasses on. You don't have to use your phone anymore and everything. You just use the glasses. And boom. They got everything. You know what I'm saying? It probably will help them with their job, but it's just a matter of time before them glasses, the people, everything is gone because everything gonna be autonomous in a minute. There's gonna be a motherfucking robot pulling up to your house or a drone or something, dropping the package off.
They also include hazard detection capabilities that act as an extra set of eyes for safety, detecting hazards like a dog in the yard.
Yeah, all the Amazon delivery people that was stealing and doing like little grimy shit, acting like they delivered the shit and stealing the packages or whatever and everything, they ain't gonna be able to do that. They canceling all that. That's gonna be shut down.
And sharing that information with future drivers.
I wouldn't say it was like a direct inspiration, but we've heard that something that from the driver saying it reminds me of like the pit.
Just got to try on Amazon's new delivery glasses that they designed just for their drivers.
2 cameras over here, one in the middle and one on the left. And we've got a flashlight also that automatically turns on when there are low light conditions to help the driver in low light. The displays on the right hand side, which gives the delivery associate all the information that is required for that particular stop and completely in their field of vision, so they don't need to look down on their phone. We've got a compute puck over here, which has all the AI models that are running behind the scenes. We've got magnetic connectors from this harness to the glasses.
They got the motherfucking Amazon vest looking like a police body camera vest now. Crazy.
And when you wear them, you can get connected. A battery pack over here, which typically lasts the entire shift of the route, but they're completely swappable, so you can change them if you require them.
While at the event, I was able to talk to Casey, who's been using the glasses for a few months.
I just kind of look at the package. I'm like, doo-doo. Okay, this is the correct one. Doo-doo. Okay, this is not the right one. And then honestly, I was just able to move very smooth.
Inspiration from Fallout at all?
We've heard that earlier, yeah. I wouldn't say it was like a direct inspiration, but we've heard that something that from the driver saying it reminds me of like the pit.
Who knows? Maybe Amazon's getting ready to deliver to the wasteland.
I have hundreds of drivers who've tested and worked with them. We are sort of trying to roll it out across the entire network.
Development is still way too early for Amazon to comment whether or not these will end up in the hands of consumers one day, but we can hope.
Man, this shit crazy, crazy. Now I'm all for technology. I'm a tech guy, so I'm all for like the innovation of technology, and as long as it's for the good of the people, as long as it's like the people can benefit from the technology. Now, if the technology coming and it's gonna like do some harm and damage and all this shit, then I ain't for it. Like, it's so much. We in the future, y'all. It's 2025, about to be 2026. It's October, down near the end of October. It's about to be November. This year that went by so fast, so much shit happening. Like, I'm just waiting to see what's gonna go on, man. It's just crazy out here, but like I always say, stay on wave, y'all. Protect your peace watching these videos. Stay positive. Keep that good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies in the end. Somehow, some way, we will win. You feel me? Salute to my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all. Much love to y'all. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.